decides that the wires across the hood, out across the grass, it's not arcing, it's not sparking, it's not smoking. She says, well, the wire's on the ground. It's got to be dead. Terry opens up her door and steps out of her car. Boom! 7,200 volts of electricity through her body at the speed of light. Why? He created a path to ground. Was Terry okay inside her car? Yeah. Guess what? You're conscious, alert, alive. You are not a path to ground. Now, you adults, when you try to tell your kids, don't touch anything, hold it. Your rear end's on the seat, your feet are on the floorboard, your hands are on the steering wheel, and you're saying, don't touch anything? I think you're touching plenty. Guess what? It's the fact that you're not a path to ground. You're fine. You can reach up, you can put the CD in the CD player. You hop in the back seat. Don't you dare open up that door and get out. Stay in the vehicle, grab up your cell phone, call 911. Here comes the police, the firemen. Can they get you out of the vehicle when there's a wire down? No. All they can do is block off the road till we get a lineman out there to shut the electricity off. Terry's safest place for you to be is in the car. Well, let's change her situation, you guys. Let's take Terry's car. Let's flip her car over. Put it upside down in the ditch on the metal roof. And when that metal 7200 volt power line falls out of the sky and that metal wire falls on the bottom frame of her vehicle, is she okay inside her vehicle now?
No.
Absolutely the wrong answer, you guys. Yes, she is. She's fine. Those tires have nothing to do with it. That's a myth, and you better forget it. I'll prove it really simple. Pretty simple. Hey, and for the kids, I always tell the kids I ought to be on Mythbusters because I can do this. When that bird flies along, and that bird lands on a 7,200 volt power line, that wire's a bare copper or a bare aluminum wire. It's not insulated up there. It's a bare wire. If it does have a coating, we call it weatherproofing, not insulation. But about 98% of our wires are bare at high voltage. Okay? That bird wraps his little bare feet around a bare 7200 volt power line. Is that bird energized? Yep. Is there current flow through the bird? Nope. Guess what kills us? Current flow. You guys, the bird's only at 1 voltage and not a path to ground. 1 wire, 1 voltage, not a path to ground. Terry, if I put you in that car, flip it upside down, and energize that car, you're what we call a bird on a wire effect. You're energized, but you're not a path to ground. In that car, she's fine. If she's flopping around that car, really, we try to tell you, just go ahead and stay in the seatbelt. That's hard to do upside down. But if you crawl out that broken window, open up the door and step out, you just become part of the path to ground. You need to stay in the car, stay in the car, safe place to be. Now, you guys, let's change it once again. Let's take Terry's car now. Let's flip it back over, put it on all 4 rubber tires. Now, you guys with me on this? She's sitting in the car, 4 rubber tires in contact with the pavement right there, and a metal 7200 volt power line. When that metal 7200 volt power line falls out of the sky, that metal wire falls on your metal vehicle. Is your vehicle energized? Speed of light. Hey guys, you with me on this? When a metal wire touches a combine, a tractor, the semi, your car, you just have a metal wire fall on a metal vehicle, they become one instantly. You're energized, you don't know it. See, the bird doesn't feel it, you don't feel it. Terry, you're sitting in that car, that wire's across that car, you're burning on the wire effect, you're energized, stay in the car. Well, she's sitting there in the car, waiting on the lineman to arrive. Terry begins to smell something. What make you smell, Terry? Burning rubber. You guys, that tractor tire's got electrical arc across that tire. If you sit in a burning vehicle, are you going to survive that? You can't stay in a vehicle that's on fire. If you open up the door and step out, what do you think caught the tires on fire? Electricity. You're going to be electrocuted. We're going to have to jump out. Now what you do, now let's say the door won't open, you roll the window down, when you stick your head out that window to get out, what happens if your head hits the wire? It just becomes a path. Can't be a path. Open up that door, you get ready, now you got to jump. She jumps out of the car, she says, whoo, made it, and she takes a step to walk away. Boom! And electricity takes her life. What? You guys, when 7,200 volts electricity went across that tire and went into the ground, did that electricity disappear or dissipate? Dissipates. When you throw a rock in a mud puddle, what do you see? Ripples. Alright, guess what the electricity does? Same thing. 7,200 volts went into the ground right there, it's got to dissipate that voltage. Terry, you could have jumped out, landed in a 5,000 volt zone of electricity, but as long as her feet are touching each other, current can't flow. What? Electricity cannot flow through one point of contact. There has to be a second point of contact. Terry, right here, you're energized at 5,000 volts. You pick your foot up. Okay, now hold it. Make you guys help you understand this. When you shuffle your feet on the carpet, okay, as I shuffle my feet on the carpet and I get out here, I don't feel anything. And I reach out and I touch Gabe, that little spark right there that you get, guess what? See the voltage difference? The voltage on his body wasn't what mine was. That's static electricity right there. But in this case, Terry, When she jumps out, she lands with her feet together, she's at 1 voltage, okay? She may be at 5,000 volts. She picks her foot up, she's still okay. But when she sets her foot down in a different voltage zone, that difference in voltage is current flow, and current flow is what kills us. So Terry, you gotta do something that's really stupid. It's called the bunny hop. She goes hopping down the road. She gets in here to school, she tells all you guys, I need a little help. And you guys say, Terry, sweetheart, you need a lot of help. How far do you hop? How far do you hop? We don't know. We don't know. Where's electricity going? When that electricity went across that tire, did you get into the steel culvert, the guardrail, the chain link fence, the wire fence? How about that steel rebar running down the concrete road? And you guys, when you take an intersection and you see the manhole cover in the middle of that intersection, well, guess what? That street light, that stoplight that's right there, where's the conduits running from that manhole cover to? You know, when we get there and we see the sheriff leaning against that street light, that stoplight, that's a crazy place to be. Because when the wires are laying down the middle of the road, you don't know what's hot and what's not. So guess what? 98% of the time, the tires are not on fire. We only catch the tires on fire 2% of the time. Where's the safest place to be?
In the car.
In the car, in the tractor, in the combine, in the semi. 2% off, buddy. The better place to be is in that car. Now, to help you guys understand step potential, in other words, voltage between 2 points of contact. Let's say there's a baseball game out there, all right? And we tell the kids to get inside the dugout because we heard thunder, saw lightning. They go sit their butt down on a little wooden bench. They lean their back against the chain link fence, and they put their feet in a dirt floor or a concrete floor dugout. And that's stupid. Why? When lightning strikes the tree, the scoreboard, that chain link fence, it's got to dissipate that voltage. The chain link fence goes all the way around that field. Those kids got their back against it. You get them in a building, you get them in a vehicle, not in that chain link fence dugout out there. Deadly spot to be. Now, Terry, tonight, on your way home, she slides off the road, it's dark out there, maybe we get a little rain, she barely bumps the utility pole. What's the first thing any one of us do if we have a fender bender? Open up the door and get out. You've hit a utility pole, it's dark outside, she got out, nothing happened. The wire wasn't touching her car, so she's okay, she's on a path. But she walks around her car, she gets to the front bumper, wham! Chest high, you bump into a 70 turn volt power line, you gonna survive that? Where's the safest place to be?
In the car.
In a car. Stay in the car. 98% odds are that's the safe place to be. Grab up your cell phone, call 911. Terry, I'm ready to re-energize this thing at 70 turn volts of electricity. You better give me that wire back. You better figure out what it was. Thank you very much.